Agora vocês estão me ouvindo, né? Meu microfone nunca funciona, cara. Eu preciso dar um jeito de fazer ele funcionar. Salve André Cursino, meu querido. Caio Costa, salve, salve. É Game of Thrones. Peraí que eu já tô me ajeitando aqui. Espero que sim, se chegar a 1000. De tudo um pouco. Salve, salve. Até que eu sou bonitinho, cara. Não sou tão horrível assim. Mulherada gosta. Vamos chegar a 1000 hoje. Vamos que vamos. Vamos tentar aí. Game of Thrones. Vamos lá, galera. Deixa eu só colocar aqui um negocinho aqui na... Aguenta aí. Na descrição aqui dos parceiros. A gente já vai começar. Deixa chegar mais gente aí. Ah, tá. Pensei que você estava falando da minha beleza. Mais um jogo que eu não jogo. Tá me estranhando. Você que falou, você é horrível. Eu falei, não, eu sou bonitinho. Vamos lá, eu vou jogar esse jogo aqui. Eu não sei se eu vou conseguir terminar hoje. A gente vai até o final dele. Antes de chegar ao FIFA, a gente vai terminar, beleza? Então deixa eu só compartilhar aqui. Vamos lá, vamos começar, galera? 930 inscritos. Galera, chegando a 1000 inscritos, tem mais um sorteio aí no canal. Mais uma camiseta do canal LARAGAMERZ. E mais um prêmio especial que ainda não sei qual que vai ser. Quando estiver chegando perto, a gente decide. Então, quem não se inscreveu no canal, se inscreve no canal. Quem não deixou aquele likezinho, deixa aquele likezinho. Vamos ajudar o canal aí. Vamos que vamos, vamos começar. Fui. Vamos jogar, galera. Começar, episódio 1. O povo do norte nunca esquecerá. Foi. Pelo seu modo de jogo. Antônio Pinheiro, salve, salve! A casa distrai por milhares de anos, no limite mais sombrio da mata de lobos. Eles ceifam árvores raras de pau de ferro. Agora o norte foi socorrido pela guerra dos navais, que reivindicaram o pau-ferro Forest para si. O destino à casa Forest, portanto, é incerto. Diego Leme, salve, salve! Seja bem-vindo ao canal LARAGAMERZ.
Brought to his knees by the men of the north.
And set free bad women. You'd think he'd done it himself the way he tells it. Old Forrester's sword won't clean itself, you know.
Legal, deixa eu só baixar o volume aqui.
Make sure it's spotless this time. Old Forrester won't be happy with blood and brains all over it. That is a proper sword.
I'll have one like it myself someday.
You'll never have a sword like that. I say that as a friend.
Não seja bundão.
You are just a squire.
Oh, don't be an arse, Bowen.
Apologies, your lordship.
I had a hand in it, you know.
Hand in what?
Capturing him.
He was nowhere near the Kingslayer at the Whispering Wood. He was so drunk he barely made it out of his tent. Next he'll tell us he got Tyrion too.
Shh! Let him finish.
He'll talk all night if you let him.
You captured the Kingslayer.
Ah. Well, I don't have to this.
Aye. And round his ankle as 10 others took him down.
See? What did I tell you?
Brought him to his knees.
Lord Forrester.
Not
Bloody
before we
Forrest.
drag you halfway across the battlefield on your face.
You're questioning Norrin's honor.
I'm questioning Norrin's story. This grows more far-fetched every time he tells us.
Get your liege lord some wine. Go on.
Right, thanks.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Gareth. I'll do it. Norrin's family has faithfully served House Forrester for centuries. His honor is beyond reproach. House Tully is forever in his debt. You've never seen a field plowed so well as the day the Kingslayer dragged poor Norrin across the battle. Fetch your cook. Tonight we celebrate.
Aí sim, eu também quero um vinho, pô.
To Rob Stark, the king in the north!
The king
in the north! Tomorrow, we march on Casterly Rock, and House Forrester has been given the greatest honor to lead the young wolf's army and ride as the vanguard!
Gods has failing us. Onward to Casterly Rock!
Get to the Lannisters.
I am from ice! Yes, my lord?
I need you to keep an eye out for Roderick. As his father, I could not be more proud of the man he's become. On a night like this, men find false courage at the bottom of their cups. I'd rather he were here.
Yes, my lord.
There's also the question, what's does he done with you? It's been on my mind for a while now.
What do you mean?
You've served House Forrester well for several years now, but I can't expect you to squire forever. How shall I reward your loyalty? What can I offer you?
Let me fight for you, my lord.
Quero lutar.
More than proving your ability on the battlefield. No man would question that. There were those who had their doubts when your uncle put forth your name as my squire. Now you've erased those doubts entirely. It would be an honor to see you riding by Roderick's side in the vanguard tomorrow. Not as a squire, but as the equal of any man who serves House Forrester.
Atila Brígido, salve, salve, seja bem-vindo ao canal.
Your hard work has paid off.
Thank you, my lord. I promise. I won't let you down.
Bom, galera, eu tô falando aleatoriamente aí, não tô escolhendo muito bem não, mas vamos que vamos.
I wouldn't want the other squires to feel discouraged.
Yes, my lord.
Now go and find Roderick if you can.
I will, my lord. Thank you.
Squire, fetch us more wine.
Can you give me a hand? Come on. Can I get up to you?
Yeah, no problem.
I have been a squire longer than you. So? I outrank you. You should help me.
Cara folgado, mano. Digão Leme, salve, salve.
Just my luck to end up ignoring when you serve the Lord. Let him fetch his own wine for once.
It's your job to do the work and stop complaining.
You try squiring for Norrin and see how much you like it. See, that's where you're lucky. Low expectations. If I'd grown up covered in pig shit, shovel and slop, well, maybe I'd think saddling his horse was the greatest honour in the Seven Kingdoms. I suppose this beats pig farming.
Don't get angry with me. We're no different, you and I.
Aye, But I'm not the son of a pig farmer. My father had dignity. All I'm saying is, at this rate we'll never be more than this, which is nothing. The lowest of the low. For all I know, we could be squires for life. Pulling wine around that fucking wedding.
I'm sick of listening to your whine. With that attitude, you'll never be more than this.
Easy for you to say. Maybe if my uncle were Castellan, I'd feel different.
Who my uncle is has nothing to do with it. How much further?
Ô, FIFA 18, chega logo, pelo amor de Deus. As Gêmeas, Fortaleza da Casa Frei, Casamento Vermelho.
Take your time.
You lot have drunk your share. Good thing Lord Walder's in a generous mood.
Fucking friends.
Nice night for a wedding.
Oxe, os caras tudo armado.
Not often he finds a willing husband for one of his daughters.
Don't expect me to carry it for you, Sir Garrett.
What's wrong?
Ixi, vai dar uma zica aí, hein, mano.
What's gotten into you? You're acting rather odd.
Nothing. I'm fine.
I'm so glad to hear it. I'll take the fucking flagon already.
What's wrong with him?
Something the matter?
Boy, we have to go.
You go if you're in such a rush.
Salvar boi.
What about? What the hell was that about? Slow down, would you?
Weapons.
Who brings fucking weapons?
Fine, Roderick. He's out there by himself.
Puta que merda, mano.
We need to get back to camp.
Uau. Tem que ser rápido no bagulho aqui, mano.
We have to get back.
Pressione. Caraca.
Ready, boys! Whoa! Shoot that one!
Puta, errei, galera. Ai, que raiva, mano. Vamos continuar. Eu tenho que apertar o que ali que eu não vi, cara?
Ready, boys!
Atirem nele.
Shoot that one!
Ai, caramba, eu tenho que mirar, mano. Puta que raiva, velho. Pera aí, galera, eu nunca joguei esse jogo, é a primeira vez.
Ready, boys! Whoa! Shoot that one!
Caraca, qual botão que aperta, mano? Vai de novo. Vou ficar umas 15 vezes aqui.
Ready, boys!
Aê! Uhul! Rasteje para frente para se proteger. Quadrado. Pet Brave, salve, salve! Espera que tá nação aqui, mano. Ai, sai daí, desgraça! Puta, mano. Nossa, eu não apertei o botão. Não! Eu não consegui salvar o Rodas.
Speak up, Garrett.
The Freys. They slaughtered him, my lord.
Find a weapon.
Barra curta, salve, salve! Oh.
While there's still time.
Oh my god.
Well, now what do we do?
If we run, they'll hunt us down like dogs.
If we stay, they'll slaughter us like the others.
A espada.
Guard this with your life. Return it high enough where it belongs. There's no time to waste.
Demorou, Barra. Eu vou entrar no seu lá, cara, eu ponho no meu também, fica tranquilo.
There's still time, my lord. We can both get...
Let's go.
My lord,
I can't. You will obey me. Tell your uncle. Tell him.
O Bosque do Norte não pode ser perdido.
Tell no one but him. Do you understand? You must swear. Tell only your uncle Duncan.
The North Grove, my lord.
It's those forest folk. Oh, your honor, you must do this for your house. Go!
Kill those fucking foresters! We've lost the Frey.
Caraca, mano, o bagulho já começa já aterrorizante.
Blood.
Fresh.
Olha o porco da fazenda do pai.
That's father's car.
Lord Bolton didn't give us fucking titles for this. It's a pretty comment, but at least still have us baking. Move along, boy. There's nothing for you here. I said move on.
I'm going to kill you.
Is that so? You can try if you like, and then we'll feed you to the pigs.
Get off my land!
This is Bolton land now, boy. Lord Bolton is the new warden of the North. I reckon he'd like a proper lordly son like that. I'll have that sword, boy.
Come get it, you bastard!
Finish this fucking pig farmer. Pathetic.
Machado.
You're a pig farmer, aren't you?
Whew. Ai, sai daí, desgraça aí. Aí, vai. Mata ele. Matar.
Whitefield will see you hang for this. That much I promise.
Grande Ivan Balbino, salve, salve! Ô Ivan, ainda falta ainda eu ativar o Nightbolt lá, cara. Eu não sei como é que faz ainda, mano. Nem pesquisei. Mas tamo aí. Galera, quem não conhece o canal do Ivan, IBS Tutors, dá uma passadinha no canal nele, se inscreve no canal, deixa aquele like maneiro. Vamos se ajudar, galera. É verdade isso? Não, isso aí eu arrumo, pô. Pera aí que eu arrumo. Tá no seu canal, né? Eu já sei o que é, porque não tá... Ele não tá inteiro. Isso aí eu arrumo rapidinho, pera aí.
It's Jared! Get the Castellan! Tell him his nephew survived!
Gareth!
I was too dead. They were already dead.
Bring the maester! Meet us in the Great Hall! Quickly!
Two Whitehill soldiers?
And a Bolton. They killed my family. And for what? My sister, she was only 8 years old.
This never would have happened with the Starks in power. It's unimaginable. Unacceptable. You have my condolences.
Thank you, Maester.
Blade cut deep, but I should be able to save your leg. Your justice was swift. Some will call it vengeance. No doubt the Whitehills will claim it was murder. It was your family. I can't say I would have done any different than you.
They attacked me. I had no choice but to defend myself.
Of course. And we can't let the Whitehills just walk all over us. These maggots ought to help prevent infections.
É, eu tenho que arrumar lá mesmo, Ivan. Não tá dando não. Tem que copiar link por link. Ai, que dor, velho. O cara coloca verme dentro da ferida, irmão.
These are dark days, I fear. To lose the lord of the house and the eldest son through such a despicable act of treachery and betrayal. Greater houses than ours have fallen in times such as this. The late Lord Forrester was a good man.
What do we do now?
The future of this house is in Lord Ethan's hands now. Although he is young and altogether unprepared to lead. Right. This might hurt a bit. Hold this for me, will you? I understand from your uncle that Lord Forrester saved your life.
He did.
Rather odd, though, that he chose to save you, his squire, and not his son Roderick. Not that Roderick couldn't handle himself. He's as good with a sword as any man I've seen. It's unfortunate the Citadel doesn't train maesters in the art of warcraft.
Roderick had already fallen. There was nothing we could do.
Well, I'd imagine Lord Forrester would sacrifice himself to save anyone from his house, high or low. Lady Forrester will be here any moment now. I'd like you to walk for me first, to see if you can put any weight on that leg. Go on. Don't stop now. It's better to let the blood circulate.
Ai, acabou a bateria do controle.
The iron will grow.
Beleza, Ivan. Dá pra me fazer isso também, só preciso de um tempinho só. Rapidinho faz. Só copiar link por link lá, ele já era.
Cute little creatures, aren't they?
Yes.
Credo.
This might help.
You seem to be favoring it. Always sad to see a warrior lose a leg.
I'm fine, Maestro Tingwin. Look, I'll show you.
Como é que sai daqui, meu Deus do céu?
Mirror. Still in King's Landing, I suppose. Although, I wonder if they'll bring her home. Right. Never easy being the fourth.
É o anão, mano. The Game of Thrones, Lord Forrest morreu.
It was an honor to squire for him. Gregor the Good.
Roderick.
He was our best warrior by far. Talia and Ethan. I suppose Lord Ethan now. Asher. Exiled to Essos, unfortunately.
I may be mistaken. You do seem able to put weight on it. It's a good thing you've done, bringing that back to House Forrester. By right, that belongs to Lord Ethan now. That sword has been handed down through 50 generations of Forresters. No, you see there? You're limping again. Does your leg feel weak?
No. I just wanted to ask you. Why do the White Hills hate the Forresters?
I think it's safe to say the feeling is mutual. There's been enmity between the two houses for as long as anyone can remember. I don't doubt someone killed someone, which led to more killings of someones, and then, well, here we are.
The White Hills want Forrester Ironwood.
They'd take it all if we'd let them, especially now with the Boltons in power. And proceed to clear-cut every last inch of it until there's nothing left. Just as they've done before.
Who is the new Lord of House Forrester?
White Ethan, of course.
Então o Ethan sumiu.
I swore an oath to serve whichever noble house I was assigned. Advising the late Lord Forrester was an honor. Advising Ethan, his third-born son, is challenging. There's still so much he has to learn, yet the very fate and future of this house rests in his hands. Which is rather frightening when you think about it.
Can I go now?
I believe your leg will be fine. Only time to tell, but... Lady Forrester.
Lady Forrester.
We're all relieved to know you survived.
Thank you, my lady.
Talia asked to see you.
Garrett, I heard what happened. Is it true? Your family... I'm so sorry.
Mated.
Off to bed now. Hurry on. Garrett was just telling me how valiantly Lord Forrester fought to the end, even when all was lost. I'm sure Lady Forrester would like to know. Whatever you can recall. No doubt he's tired.
Entra aí, filho.
He says Lord Forrester was about answered to you.
And what of Roger? He was with me as well.
I'm sure it was chaos and confusion, but if you can remember anything...
I'm sorry, Renee. Nothing could be done to save him.
He was House Forrester's best.
Ô Lara, pega um copão d'água pra mim lá.
This has been so incredibly difficult for us, especially the children. But I was told you were the last to see my husband alive.
Yes, my lady.
I know it may be difficult to remember, but if I may ask, was there anything he said?
Any last words before he passed?
He mentioned something about the North Grove.
The North Grove? What of it?
He said the North Grove must never be lost.
The North Grove. Interesting.
I see. You have the Forester's sword.
This belongs with Viton now. He's the new lord of the house.
Thank you, Garrett.
Of course, my lady.
It demands a response. It's too dangerous, especially now.
I'll be sure it's given to Ethan.
Duncan, this was our land. They were our people. Your family. I share your outrage, Sir Royland. I do. But now is not the time to provoke the White Hills. Not with Ramsay Snow coming to see us bend the knee.
The hell with Ramsay Snow, the bastard.
Garrett, you understand what this means. You killed a Bolton, and Ramsay Snow will want his retribution.
We're the ones that should be demanding retribution. This happened on Forrester land.
They killed my family. And they'll pay for what they've done. That much I promise. But now is not the time for vengeance.
It's not now. When?
We have to be smart. Ramsay Snow will be here within the week.
And what would you host? Nothing.
I would have us use our heads, while they're still attached to our shoulders.
Garrett has lost as much as anyone else has in these wars. Maybe you can talk some sense into your uncle.
Garrett's suffered enough already.
My uncle's right. We need to be smart.
Smart. Eddard Stark was smart. And look where that got him. So, what's to be done?
Ultimately, it will be for Lord Ethan to decide.
He's just a boy who can barely hold a sword. He knows nothing of how to lead men.
He is the lord of this house, and he needs our help. It's bad enough the Boltons would have us bend the knee and swear fealty. But now, this, I'll accuse you of murder, and us of protecting you.
The boy was just defending himself.
It wasn't murder. It was justice.
Not in their eyes. It's just an excuse Ramsay
O cara matou toda a família do cara.
I'd like to see them try.
I'm afraid it's a risk we cannot take, which is why you cannot stay.
Cannot stay? Duncan.
Let them come. I don't care.
They'd kill you and not think twice about it. It's not safe for you here, Garrett. There's only one place beyond the reach of the Boltons.
You're sending him to the war. The boy's done nothing wrong.
Not in the eyes of the Boltons. I'm afraid it's the only solution.
Uncle, you can't send me to the wall. I'm not a criminal.
There'd be nothing we could do to protect you. To stay would bring destruction upon us all. I know that's not what you want. I know it's difficult to understand. But you must think of the house.
I won't put others at risk. I'll go.
I know it doesn't seem fair, but it is what's best.
That settles it.
You can have my horse, and I'll see you have plenty of food. We haven't much time. The White Hills will come looking for you.
Uau.
Were it up to me, I'd gladly drive a sword through Lord Whitehill's heart and give it a chance. I would. And God's willing, someday I will. But for now, I have House Forrester to consider first. I know you're not a criminal, But Lord Forrester would be proud that you're putting the interests of the house ahead of your own. Many of Lord Forrester's best men volunteered for the war.
He promoted me. At the Twins. We were to ride in the van to Casterly Rock, and I at Roderick's side, but...
It was well deserved, Garrett. You worked hard and served your lord with honor.
I've been waiting for the right moment to tell you.
What?
It's important. Lord Forrester asked me to give you a message. He said, the North Grove can never be lost.
Sorry, you caught me by surprise.
He said tell only you.
For good reason. Most don't even know it exists. They think it's just a myth made up by wildlings and fools, and it's better kept that way. I assume you kept your word. You haven't told anyone else, have you? This is important, Garrett.
I told Lady Forrester. Maester Ortengan overheard.
I appreciate your honesty. But Lord Forrester's message was not meant for their ears. I'll speak with Lady Forrester, and I'll deal with the Maester. He's the last person who trusts this information. Which is why, from this day forward, this must be our secret. Soon, I may need your help. But I can't say anything more just yet. Just know the North Grove may very well be vital to the future of this house. But don't breathe a word of it to anyone at the wall. Become a ranger if you can. It will help. I am from ice.
I am from ice.
Remember, you represent House Forrester. Your actions at the wall will reflect the honor and dignity of the house.
I'll serve with honor.
I know you will.
Be safe.
Oh, Viton.
I couldn't find him. Could you?
He hides too well, and if he was smart, he would reveal himself.
I don't like this game anymore. Maybe something happened to him.
Ethan's fine. He's just forgotten this is a game.
You found me! Well done, Ryan. Don't worry. It's just a game, Ryan.
Stupid game. I don't like it.
He was worried you were gone.
I thought we'd never find you again.
I'm right here. And I promise, I'm not going anywhere.
I wish Mira was here. And Asher. And Roderick.
I do too. But Mira's in King's Landing and...
Won't she come home? I don't want her to die too.
Ryan, she's perfectly safe, I promise you.
I don't want Garrett to die either. Maester Ortengan said he got sent to the wall. I'll miss Garrett. He was nice.
Garrett is strong. He can take care of himself.
No one will tell me what Garrett did, but it must have been serious. I heard Duncan and Sir William talking. They said someone will come here looking for revenge.
Everyone's worried about them, but I'm not. I know you'll protect us.
Who said they're worried about me?
Well, Sir Royland for one. He says you can't fight very well.
What?
He calls you a milksop.
So Royland forgets himself.
Punished for saying that.
What is milksop?
Cara, é um rei ali, é
But I know it's not good.
novinho.
Ethan, you should let Sir Royland teach you how to wield a sword, like a man. He taught Roderick and Asher, and he even showed me how to fight. Properly, I mean.
A lord should know how to fight.
Do you remember when we were younger? When we all used to play here? You, me, Roderick, Asher. We'd all be out here for hours.
Where was I?
You weren't born yet.
We had so much fun. Then everything changed. Roderick became so serious, the Lord in training. We never smiled anymore. And Asher just got angry at everything. Promise me you won't be like that. Please, just be you. I like you the way you are. I know a lord has many responsibilities.
I promise I won't change.
Good, because I'd rather have a brother than a lord.
I'll have to have both, I'm afraid.
But since you're the new lord, you can do anything you want.
I suppose.
Everyone will have to do as you say. So I could have all the sweets I want.
Don't be it with that simple. It would be nice if someone did what I wanted for once.
It's not how it works.
Well, that's how it should be. You are the lord.
Lord Ethan, you're needed in the Great Hall at once. Quickly, on your feet.
Bicho é zica, hein?
What's the matter?
Lord Whitehill has arrived, unannounced and certainly unexpected. He's come demanding justice.
Can't he meet with Duncan? He is the Castellan.
Stay with us. Please, Ethan.
He's demanding an audience with the Lord. We really must go.
It's your decision. You are the Lord.
Fine. If that's what's required of me.
Very well then.
They showed up unannounced. Lord Whitehill is in Lara. I assume you explained to Lord Ethan why they're here?
Business with Garrett. I told him.
Lord Whitehill knows Garrett is a squire to this house. Or was, I suppose.
Was. It makes no difference. The Whitehills were clearly in the wrong, so don't give him any satisfaction. Out there, he was decisive firm. Now do it again with these bastards.
Mano, eu vou mandar todo mundo pastar, só pra começar.
Things are bad enough as it is.
I can handle Lord Whitehill.
Well said.
Now is not the time to anger Lord Whitehill any more than he already is. He's got 5 times as many men, and the backing of House Bolton.
All the more reasons.
Vou irritar sim.
Only cowards and deadly.
Lord Ethan, is it? My condolences for your father and brother. The late Lord Forrester was no friend to me or my house.
Ignorar o aperto de mão.
My only regret is I wasn't there to drive the dagger into his heart myself. I've been waiting for this day all my life.
My father died a hero, fighting for the North against traitors and oath-breakers.
Aye, and look where that got him. And no bread and salt! What kind of fucking house receives a lord with no fucking bread and salt? You bloody amateur. No courtesies. I should have expected as much.
Fetch Lord Whitehill some bread and salt. It was an oversight, Lord Whitehill. I promise it won't happen again.
Not likely. You Foresters have shit on us for generations. Well, now the Starks are no longer around to have your back, are they? We're the power in the north now.
Roose Bolton is the Warden of the North.
Ah, and we've been his bannermen for 5 fucking centuries. You cunt.
Lord Ethan.
We all serve House Bolton now.
I'm not finished. Maybe if you hadn't been so fucking greedy with the ironwood, things would have been different between us.
You squandered your share.
Our share was taken from us. There's no fucking choice but to harvest what was left.
What is it you want, Lord Whitehill?
Your man, the squire. We were minding our own business, keeping the king's peace, as his lordship here said, when your man attacked us for no reason.
Hear that? Attack for no reason.
It's not how it happened.
And you admit it was your man who killed my men? And a pig farmer at that. How do you answer for your squire, Lord Ethan? He acted in your name. And you are the Lord of this house.
He was defending his family as any man would. But your men murdered them all.
You lost pig farmers, not soldiers. Soldiers worth 100 of their time. Where's the fucking coward who killed my men? I know he's here. What have you done with him?
He was sent to the war.
Who the fuck sent him to the war? Answer me! Who's the one who did it?
You heard me. He was sent to the war. It's done.
What? That was my justice to deliver, boy. And you denied me of it. I'm not leaving until I have my justice. Now bring me the coward who did it, or you'll answer to Roose Bolton. What kind of fucking house is this?
A house of honorable men.
Lady Forrester.
You bellow like a wounded boar, Lord Whitehill. Have you forgotten manners?
Caralho, a mina chegou
I mean no
arrebentando.
disrespect to you, my lady. Considering your losses and all. This is not over.
It's over when my son says it is.
I've heard enough, Lord Whitehill.
Ethan is Lord of Ironrath now. By rights his word is law here. If that displeases you, then I trust you can find the door.
That lad may be lord of this house. Lord Bolton will have the final say. I'll send him a raven letting him know a Forrester man killed one of his own. That the new Lord Forrester lied to my face and denied me my justice. Then we'll see whose word is law.
You're a craven, Lord Whitehill.
No.
I was wrong about your son, my lady. We stood up to him like a true lord.
You were brave, my son. But you'll need to be braver still when Ramsay Snow arrives to see you bend the knee. Prepare a raven. We need to send word to Mira in King's Landing at once. Your sister can help us. Although just a handmaiden, she has Marjorie Tyrell's favor. And Lady Marjorie's betrothal to the king may be enough to keep the Boltons at bay, if it's presented to her as it should be.
Pronto, agora eu vou controlar a minazinha aí.
Asher sent me this coin to remember him. What a strange place, Essos. Ethan made this for me. was very kind of Lady Marjorie to give this to me. It once belonged to Lady Elena. Father, much excitement here in King's Landing for the coming wedding. Lady Marjorie has proven to be quite popular throughout the city. I do wish you and Mother could come, although I know it would be impossible under the circumstances. I miss all of you, and I look forward to the day you can. Wonders made by man, by Lomas Longstride. A gift from Roderick. I hope to see them all someday.
It troubles me to even ask this of you, but you must appeal to Lady Marjorie to intervene on our behalf. She is our best hope, and can be a powerful ally, especially now when your family so desperately needs her help.
Oi, filho.
Sorry, mate. I didn't mean to disturb you. I can come back later if you'd like.
Later would be best.
Of course, mate.
É.
Lady Marjorie, you're early.
I was hoping there would be time for us to talk. Come, there's something we must discuss. From the day you arrived in Tycho, I thought of you more as a friend than as my handmaid. A dear friend.
Thank you, my lady.
And you know how I feel about what's happened to your family. I feel your pain as if it were my own. What you've suffered is beyond imagining. And your whole family as well.
My family wrote me, my lady.
I don't doubt they must be overcome with grief. But you must not despair. We will get through this together. You must understand there are limits to what I can say, especially here in King's Landing, now that I am to be queen. To have a handmaiden from the north, whose family fought for Robb Stark. It raises questions at a time I can least afford. Cersei herself cornered me this morning outside the road set. She mentioned the northern girl in my service, and she painted you a traitor. She was very pleased with herself.
I'm not a traitor.
Of course not. It's only an excuse to torment you, and by extension, me. She demands an audience. She wants an apology of some sort. For what, I don't know, but she's waiting for us now, and I promised I would bring you to her. I wouldn't ask this of you if it were not important.
I cannot apologize, my lady. I'm not a traitor.
I know you're not, but you must find a way to appease her. Humor her. Tell her what she wants to hear. See if the Queen Regent is ready to receive us.
Maria, o tamanho desse bagulho.
You'll be fine. you must say another.
Good luck.
Oh, no.
You can do this.
Ah, Lady Marjorie, aren't you looking lovely this evening?
Lord Tyrion. Your Grace?
Fecha aí.
With your permission, allow me to introduce Lady Mira of House Forrester.
Your Grace.
The girl knows her courtesies. Impressive. You may rise.
House Forrester is a northern house loyal to the king.
Are they?
Fecha aí, Mar.
I wasn't talking to you. I want to hear from the girl.
Não foi eu que abri, fecha.
Is your family loyal to the king?
Perhaps you should ask the new Lord Forrester.
He's not here, is he? She is.
Yes, Your Grace. To the one true king.
The one true king. Yes, she didn't say which. The girl is clever.
She only meant... I don't care what she meant. I care what she said. I won't stand for impertinence from the girl of the north.
If you would give her the chance to explain...
Perhaps she can explain why the Forresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark for centuries. A house of traitors.
They are noble, not traitors, Your Grace.
Noble? Perhaps once. For a northern house. But now they're nearly dead. Is your house willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
Roose Bolton also served the Starks, Your Grace.
And proved his loyalty to the crown by bringing their house to a swift and sudden end. Old allegiances are not easily abandoned. But now that the war is over, we must look to rebuild and forge new alliances.
Nossa.
There are ships and shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a steady supply of ironwood for his armies. I'm told there are others who would happily serve that purpose, but I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Forrester Ironwood does seem rather unique.
Our talent is unrivaled, Your Grace. Forrester Ironwood is highly sought after in the Seven Kingdoms.
So I'm told. And exceeded only by your lack of humility. It would be a shame to see it fall into the hands of another house. I imagine you'd do almost anything to prevent that from happening, wouldn't you? Ask any Lannister, and they'd do whatever was necessary to save Castle Rock. It would be unfortunate to see another house they claimed to.
I won't dishonor myself, Your Grace.
I see.
What would you have the girl do, Cersei? It's not as if she fought beside the Starks, wielding a battle axe with the Northern Army.
It raises an interesting question, I suppose. Can we truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of the war? Our dear Marjorie here was betrothed to Renly Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms. Can we fault her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
I'm sure she regrets it.
Perhaps. Perhaps not.
If there's a point to this, I hope you find it quickly.
Loyalty can be such a hard thing to define. This city alone is filled with all sorts of ambitious opportunists looking to reinvent themselves, pretending to be something they're not. Who knows what lurks within their hearts?
Caraca. Mulher chata da porra essa daí, mano.
One can only assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question. And if your loyalties were to become conflicted between the king and the very person whom you serve, what would you do then?
I'm sure she
Let the
would...
girl answer the question.
My loyalties would never conflict, Your Grace.
That's a coward's answer. I will not have my time wasted by a northern girl who thinks she can play games.
Nossa.
Who do you choose?
The king, of course.
Well said. I was beginning to worry you didn't have your priorities straight.
She is a threat to the crown, isn't she? The most dangerous handmaiden in all of King's Landing.
I'm not quite sure what to make of her. Not surprising, I suppose, for a northern girl, but not very encouraging either.
Digão Itajubi, salve, salve, Itajubi Futebol Clube.
I'll walk you out. This may come as a surprise, but I met your father once, at the tourney at Manisport. Even then he didn't trust Ruth Bolton. We only spoke briefly, but your father struck me as an honorable man. You have my condolences for his loss.
Thank you, Lord Tyrion. That's very kind of you to say.
That certainly took courage. To so publicly declare your loyalty to Joffrey for all to hear. Poor Lady Marjorie was humiliated, although Cersei seemed quite pleased. It was quite the first impression.
I was trying to appease her.
I think that was clear to everyone. My sister and I have our differences. She takes great pleasure in her little charades. I take mine in thwarting them. We must find our amusements where we can. She threatened to give your ironwood to another house. It is the Master of Coin who decides such matters. The crown needs boats. Boats need wood.
What are you suggesting?
I suppose the crown could be persuaded to secure ironwood from House Forrester. Lady Marjorie might not look favorably on such an alliance, and it would infuriate Cersei. Although what would be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you and your house. Are you willing to risk that?
It's a risk I'm willing to take, Lord Tyrion.
Nossa.
You are a brave girl, aren't you? I'll consider it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I promised Sansa I would join her for dinner tonight. 3 beautiful bottles of Dornish wine wait me right.
I hope we meet again.
Nothing would make Cersei happier. Until then, be careful. This is not the North. King's Landing can be a nest of vipers to the uninitiated.
Mira, I was worried. How was it?
Ah, o negócio podia ser mais ação, né?
Didn't go very well.
I'm sorry. Cersei is known for being rather difficult. But at least it's over now. Lady Marjorie has spent the entire day working on seating arrangements for the wedding. Of course, you and I are seated way at the back, here with the 4th cousins and the 9th-born sons. Sir Jamie, I wouldn't mind tarnishing that white cloak of his.
Sarah, what?
It's true. And over in Martell, the Red Viper, I'm told he has a paramour.
He is quite handsome.
And quite passionate, from what I've heard. Perhaps Lady Marjorie can make the right introductions. Who knows, we might meet our future husbands. Although, marrying a king, I can only imagine what that would be like. Would you marry Joffrey if it meant you'd become queen? He does have a certain look about him, and he's always treated Lady Marjorie well.
I'd marry anyone if it helped my family.
Right. Of course.
Well, I would marry him. Imagine the power you would have as Queen of the Seven Kingdoms. I might even allow you to be my handmaiden. Let's see, who else should we marry off? Brienne of Tarth and Tyrion Lannister. What a perfect match!
Cada besteira, mano.
And what are you doing? Well,
I'm sorry, my lady. As am I. We shouldn't have been messing around.
This is not a game. It's a battle plan. Allies and enemies can be made with every move. Yet they say it is men who are powerful. The Queen was pleased by your display, Lara. I'm just glad it's over. King's Landing can be exhausting sometimes. There's always someone to please or some perceived slight to smooth over. I fear it will only get worse when I am queen.
Once they know your true heart, the lords and ladies will have no choice but to love you.
Do you agree?
Once you are queen, the lords and ladies will do their best to please you.
You learn very quickly. Your words to Cersei were brave, but I know you must fear what the Boltons might do to your family. I do appreciate your willingness to appease her, as difficult as it may have been.
Thank you, my lady. There's been something on my mind. Something important. I did have a favor to ask of you in return.
Whatever you wish to say, you can say it in front of Sarah. There are no secrets between us.
It's about my family.
I trust her.
I prefer to speak with you alone.
Gee.
Go on. Please, Ramsay Snow is on his way to Ironrath to see my brother bend the knee.
Ramsay? Roose Bolton's bastard?
I fear my family will suffer if Ramsay is left to do as he likes. But if a raven could be sent to the Boltons to let them know House Forrester has the protection of the crown.
That is no small request, especially now. Joffrey knows only too well your family fought for the Starks, and now you would have me ask him to intervene. Is the situation that dire? Joffrey will not look favorably on such a request.
Please, Lady Marjorie, I beg of you. I fear for my family's safety.
I don't know, Mira. If Cersei were to find out...
Don't let the Queen bully you. You have power over him, Lady Marjorie, as no one else does. Not even his mother. Ramsay Snow will arrive at Ironrath within a week. I would never ask this of you if it weren't so urgent.
Very well. I'll make your request, but I cannot promise anything.
Thank you, my lady. I will send a raven to his family at once.
Bom, galera, agora eu vou ficando por aqui. Espero que vocês tenham gostado. Logo voltarei com mais Game of Thrones. Até mais, galera. Fui!